Canadian farmers could take a big hit from China's retaliatory tariffs on canola, pork, and other food items. China is hitting Canada with 100% tariffs on canola, oil, and peas, and 25% tariffs on pork and seafood. Canadian trade of canola with China brings almost $5 billion in export value to our country. The tariffs are expected to kick in tomorrow. This has local farmers worried and hoping for reprieve. Joining us now from the Manitoba Canola Growers Association is Warren Ellis. Good morning, Warren.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. Now tell us how many farmers grow canola here and the impact these Chinese tariffs could have on our province.
We've got 7,500 members in Manitoba, and of course the tariffs are going to be devastating to our farmers. You mentioned the tariff is on the oil and meal of canola, which makes up $1 billion of our $5 billion market to China. So it's canola prices have basically dropped $2 a bushel, and which is an incredible amount of money for farmers at a particularly bad time, because we need to sell canola right now to pay for inputs for this coming spring.
Right, and there's all the other tariffs that U.S. President Donald Trump has imposed as well, which is likely not helping at all either.
It's a little bit like being between two elephants, and it's not a comfortable place to be.
Absolutely. What are farmers telling you?
Well, they are very concerned about whether they should be planting canola this year at all, or how much they should be reducing, if maybe. They really are considering, how do we handle this? Farmers are incredible at handling a lot of adversity, but this is something we've never seen. So it's quite a problem for us.
What are farmers asking from the federal government at this point?
Well, this has been brought about by the imposition of Canadian tariffs on Chinese EVs. And so what we're asking for is compensation for that loss. This is a retaliatory tariff that the Chinese have put on. And so what we were hoping is that the Canadian government can negotiate an end to the tariffs. But in the meantime, we need compensation. We've had basically $1 billion taken right out of our pockets, and to support another industry in Canada. So that is what we need.
You said a little earlier that farmers are considering whether or not to plant canola in the first place. Is it easy to transition to a different kind of crop?
No, it's not. Canola is a very important crop in our rotations. Crops that follow canola yield better, and it's a crop, and particularly this time of year where we're 30 days from planting, just to make a big switch, most of the inputs are already in place, and to make a big switch now is very difficult indeed.
Okay, well, this isn't the first time China has done this to us. Back in 2019, the country targeted canola export licenses, which was widely seen as a political response to the detention of senior Huawei telecom executive Meng Wanzhou. How did that affect farmers back in 2019? And do you expect this is going to be worse?
Yeah, so the response was from the Chinese. They stopped two of our major companies from exporting to China. So they didn't actually stop the whole flow, okay, but they did stop two of our major companies. So the dollar value that was put on that roughly is about a $1.5 billion to $2.3 billion of cost. This is going to be far worse because we've just had a 100% tariff put on a portion of it. If the situation is not resolved, they could put on tariffs on the other $4 billion worth of seed that we ship them.